Surprise. This is Side Project Sunday. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. But this is a free 99. I got it free. A John Deere riding mower. It had I think it was a 48-inch mower deck, which I already took off this mower because I'm not gonna use it as a mower. I may put that mower deck on Marketplace. But the problem with that is it's got to be somebody local who wants it or needs it because it's too big and bulky and heavy to ship. So, but I'll go through that later. But anyway, what this is a 2007, because they only made 1 year of this, 21 horsepower John Deere LA 130. It was free to me. The guy across the street he's selling a house, and he says, if you want it, come and get it. I don't know if it runs. He didn't know anything about it because the house was a rental, and the people who, I guess, rented the house didn't want it or whatever, they left it, and he says, come get it. So I went and got it. I pulled it across the street with my other yard mule, the Husqvarna. That was also free to me. Anyway, so all I did was, so far, I put air in all 4 tires. The only one that stays inflated is this front one. All the rest of them go down the back 2 rather quickly. I'm not worried about the tires right now. I had a rebuild, not a rebuild, but a tune-up kit, which is, it had a fuel filter, a fuel pump. It had spark plugs and an air filter. So I changed the air filter, the little fuel pump up here in the front, and I changed the fuel filter. Now, previously, the fuel filter that was on there was backwards. So it was more than likely clogged up because it's not designed to flow in the direction that they had it. There's an arrow on the filter that shows you which way to flow. So from the tank to the carburetor. So just, maybe that was the reason they didn't use it that much. I really don't know. But it was simple as put the new fuel filter on the correct way. Yeah, so that's the only things I've done. It's dirty. I got my pressure washer out and I was gonna wash it, but I said, let me just show you. Free 99, I added a half a quart of oil because it didn't have oil, or it needed oil, it was low. But I didn't change the oil yet, and I didn't change the spark plugs. I have 2 new spark plugs. But let me show you. Let me put it in on choke, and there's something I gotta fix here, but free. I got it free. So, of course, the steering is worn out, probably needs bushings. Wait, let me shut this off. The steering is worn out, probably needs bushings. Not worried about that, I'll look into that later. But it turns, everything works. Everything seems like it needs to be tightened up, but I'm gonna pressure wash it, clean it, and yeah, this will be a project that I have ideas for. And yeah, free, you can't beat it. We'll check out the transmission in the back, or transaxle as they say. But yeah, it starts up fine. I drove it up here onto the pad, so it does drive forward, backwards. And it's an automatic, so there's no gear changing. Yeah, so there we go. So anyway, let me clean this up. These two are like two just side projects that I got. This one's not really a project, so to speak. This was a lawnmower, a tractor that was given to me. My daughter had it. They had a tree fell on the storage shed that they kept it in, and it hit this whole side, so it's bent here. The lawnmower, the deck blade height adjuster, I don't care because I took the deck blade off. The deck blade, mower deck was damaged, and the brake pedal is tilted out, smashed. Front wheel was damaged, fixed all of that. The hood's got some damage on it, but it runs. It only has 109 hours, 109.5 hours. And when I got it, it had like 106 hours. And I just use it as a yard mule. I pull a trailer around, carry things back to the bee yard back here, whatever. So the only thing I've done since I've had this tractor is I checked the oil and topped it off about 1/4 quart. That's it. Never did the oil change, never changed spark plugs, oil filter, none of that. That's gonna change today. I'm gonna do that now. It's drizzling, but I think I can get it mostly done in the next 20 minutes. I'm not gonna video it unless I come across something strange or weird with this. So that was this. It was free to me. My daughter said once the insurance and everything got settled, they told her, you do what you want to do with it. And she called me and I was like, I'll come and get it. I went and got it. Free to me. This is a Husqvarna, and I call it a yard mule, and this is Husky. All right. So it's a YTH 22V46. The mower deck was 46. And I believe this is a 2000, don't get me the line. I'll put it on the thing. That'll be what year it is. Well, I guess I could look. 2018 on here. Okay, this one, John Deere. It's a LA 130. It's an automatic 130. This was free to me as well. Came from across the street. The house was a rental. The owner, I know the owner, Steve, good guy. He's, they're cleaning up the house. They're gonna actually sell it. He said, if you want to come and get it, I'm just gonna throw it away. So I can't let somebody throw it away. It didn't run. It's been sitting with 4 flat tires over there for over a year. I don't know. So he just said, come and get it. I went and got it. I pulled it home with this one. I put the front end on my cart, and I have my cart back here, and I just drug it home. When I got here, I tried to put air in the tires. 3 of the 4 tires went flat immediately, but they're all dry rotted. This was the only tire that stayed inflated. So I ordered a couple of inner tubes because I didn't even know if it ran yet. I just needed to know, just wanted it up, the tires to have air in them. Anyway, so I put the inner tubes in, but I pinched one because I tried to put it on while the wheel is still on the rim. Or everything is still on the lawnmower. The other 3 I took off, did them on the table. That wheel is frozen solid, stuck, rusted onto the shaft. I cannot get it off. I've been trying, still gonna try. And if you know any way to get that off, let me know. I tried heat. I tried a bottle jack pressure. I tried a small air hammer gun, yeah. Next, I'm gonna drill a hole and I might just cut it and get it, just ruin it. Because I went to Facebook Marketplace and I found this one, another rim, perfect shape. And the guy who sold that said the same thing. He ruined one of them getting them off, but he was replacing the rim and tires. So he bought all 4 brand new rims and tires, and he was selling the one good one on the back and the 2, good, decent rims on the front. I just need the one good one. So if I ruin it, getting it off, as long as I don't hurt the shaft, I'm good, or the transmission. Okay, what did I do to this one? I checked the oil. I put a jump starter on it, and sprayed some starter fluid in the carburetor, and she choked and started to start. So once I knew that, I said, okay, I got a chance. I went ahead and bought a kit. I put new air filter, a new filter, oil filter, a new fuel filter in here. And when I took the old fuel filter off, it was on backwards. So that was part of their problem. But I went ahead and drained all of the fuel off of it. I put in fresh fuel and fired it up. She started right up, and it smoked a lot, but now it's pretty decent. Oh, the kit that I bought for this also came with a fuel pump, so I replaced that. It does not have a shutoff switch, like a fuel shutoff, inline shutoff. I do have an extra that I'll be putting on here later. And I also put a inexpensive battery tender on here. So I got it plugged up and the battery is always being charged. And, you know, oh, and the other thing was the choke and throttle. They had a screw for the throttle, and because the handle broke, and this thing was just a mess. So I bought one off of Amazon. Again, none of this is sponsored. It's just what I did. I think it was $15, $12, $15. Could have been 18, don't know. But I don't know if it's John Deere brand, but it works. So I changed that out as well. So this one, I can throw it away. I just kept it to show you guys. So, but yeah, so I can show you here. Choke it, turn it on. She runs. I also changed the ignition switch because I didn't have a key for it, but anyway, so I did that too. I forgot about that. This one has 550, is that what I just saw? Oh, gotta choke it. $557 hours, 0.0 on this one. So, so yeah, so it's you know, like I said, it was free. So with $100 at the most, I think, you know, with buying oil, the filter kit, the battery tender, which I bought two, because I'm gonna be putting the battery tender on here. That way, plug them up over winter, the batteries won't die. I didn't have to buy a battery. I don't know when this battery was purchased, but it's kind of clean in there. So yeah, so I'll get that last tire filled with a tube. I'm waiting on Amazon delivery now, and I'll work on getting that off this weekend or whenever. And if I got to use this one with a tube, they're the same tire. So, which is fine. But I'll look and see which tire is better. I think this tire is actually in better shape than that one. But they'll have a tube because it's just going to be a project, a long-term project, this one. This one, I'll leave as is. This one, do a little something to it. Of course, it's going to need a new seat. You know, we'll get all that later. But yeah, so I'm going to do this tune-up. But these are the two free to me projects or yard mules. I'll be using this one to, there's a person with some farmland and they want bees on their farmland. So I'll be taking this out there to transport beehive and equipment, things like that. So with this in the cart, and I might even make a bigger cart where I can just put it all on my trailer, get there, drive off, go do my work, drive back on, and I'm done. You know, but I wouldn't have to do that every time. That's just initial setup and if it gets muddy back there or whatever. So we'll probably put better tires too. Anyway, so that's it. I'm gonna do my tune up on here and then park this over there and then call that a day. But you don't need to see that. Changing oil, air filter, oil filter, spark plugs. Did I change this fuel filter or is it, yeah, I'm gonna change it. No, I did change that when I put the shutoff valve. So I'm gonna keep those in the storeroom as spares. Actually, on this Husky, it came with 2 fuel filters. So I'm gonna have to locate the smaller one. I know where this bigger one is, but I'll have to locate the smaller one and see where it is and what it goes to, because I can see it's not at the bottom of the tank. So I have no clue. Or maybe they just had 2 different ones, and depending on your model, you got this one or this one. So I'll see, I'll look it up, research. All right, that's it. You don't need to see that. Take the oil out, put new oil in, about 2 quarts. I went online, they say 5W30, full synthetic, fine. And yeah, that's it. So, all right. Okay, I'm in the middle of changing oil. There's a couple of things I want you to notice. On here, it's directly accessible. In other words, there's no panel there. It's just wide open. And on the other side, that's the filter, obviously. And on the other side, here, the drain tube actually sticks out further than the frame. So you don't really need anything extra. You just kind of lean the lawnmower, and I usually put a piece of, well, I did put a piece of cardboard just to make sure I got it dripped in my pan. But again, there's no beauty cover here in this space. I don't know if there used to be. I'll have to look that up. It looks like it could have had one, but there's none there. Now, in contrast, on the Husqvarna, I have beauty trim that sits here, and it blocks everything. So once you have to remove it, and to take it off, there's at the bottom, that big giant hole has one of those push pins here. So you have to pull the push pin out, and then you can pull the beauty trim up to get access to the filter. On this side, which I haven't changed yet, on this side, you can see how far back the drain, let's see if we can get that out of the way. This drain cap is so far back where it would drip all on your frame here. So they give you, when you buy this mower, I guess it comes with a tube that you can put on the end here and drain it into your bucket or whatever you're draining into. However, I got the mower used. There was no tube when I got it. No big deal. I just ordered one off of Amazon to be here Monday. But as you can see, I used a box. I trimmed up a box and made a little path and dripped it right into my catch pan. So there's actually more physical work you have to do to change the oil on the Husqvarna than the John Deere. Just thought that'd be interesting. And I do have the new filter, which I have not put on yet, and I haven't filled it up. But I also got a silver Sharpie to write the date on here. I will probably also write the hours, which I didn't do the hours on the other one. I just wrote the date on the filter, but I'll put the hours here too. So just a update. Okay, just wanted to close this out. We had a little snow event, not a lot of snow, just a little. But both mowers are parked here in their winter spot, and they're both plugged in. I don't know if you can see, but there's a cord and it goes and it's plugged into my building over there. So they have their battery trickle chargers on, or maintainers. And yeah, so that's where they'll be all winter. Until I use them, and then I'll just park them back over here and plug it back in.